Hi there, I'm Eve Stevens, editor of Movement.net, and I'm here at Move America 2025. And I'm joined today by Magnus Gustafson, Vice President of Connected Services at Volvo Group. Magnus, thanks so much for agreeing to chat with us today. Just to start us off, how has your Move America 2025 experience been so far?
So far, it's been great. I think the attendance here is better than I thought it would be. So really excited to see so many people have come out, and you guys have put on a great show so far.
I'm so glad. So tell me your kind of move story. Are there any key connections or conversations that you've had that you think kind of might be helpful going forward after the conference?
Yeah, I mean, having the opportunity here to meet with a lot of different startups and see what's really relevant and what's happening right now in the industry that we share, kind of transportation-wise, a lot of AI discussions and how we can incorporate that for the greater good of not just our business but also society. So I think so far it's been very beneficial to make those connections.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many people today. I've seen so many interesting kind of dynamic conversations happening. I had the pleasure of listening to your keynote panel discussion this morning called Where AI, Tech and Data Are Taking Mobility. Can you kind of tell us some of the key takeaways from that discussion? What kind of the perspective that you brought to that conversation?
Yeah, again, I think it's looking at how can we leverage technology or AI in this case to really drive efficiency and also improve safety. So we share the road with our competitors, with our society at large, and AI can be a great tool to drive positive reinforcement for drivers, professional drivers, and it's not just there to ding them, you did something wrong or you didn't stop at this stoplight or whatever it may be. So really incorporate technology across the value chain and the logistics chain for the greater good, I think has been quite interesting. And then, of course, just hearing what others are doing and sharing what we're doing to contribute to that.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a real focus on the safety element and how this kind of technology isn't just kind of creating safer roads and for the driver, but for kind of society in general. So yeah, really enjoyed that panel discussion. So yeah, AI has been a really hot topic, obviously, at this year's event. And it does feel like we're at a real kind of technological precipice with this kind of technology. So what role do you see AI playing in the future of mobility? And in your opinion, what's the kind of most significant benefit of leveraging AI in the world of transportation?
Well, I think there's a lot of waste in transportation. There's a lot of inefficiencies, and I think AI can help broker a lot of this disparity of sources of information, how you aggregate information, how you become more efficient. So when we talk about sustainable transportation, it's not just about changing from diesel engines to battery electric trucks. It's about how can we reduce and be more energy efficient as a whole. And I think AI can really help with that for our customers to ensure that we can maximize what we have today, and then not really replacing anything, but making things more efficient. I think that's an untapped opportunity that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. So in your mind, what kind of technological or regulatory barriers kind of remain the biggest for connected services in heavy-duty vehicles?
Well, I'd be amiss if I didn't mention, data privacy is a big concern. Not just what one does with the information that's been collected, but also is it secured? How do I know that my information is not being used for something that maybe I didn't consent to? So I think there's that piece of it. But that is also like, how do we ensure that we use the information available, the data that collected for the benefit of the provider of it, right? So I think that as long as the convenience outweighs the perceived risk, there is the acceptance is there. But we got to prove that. We got to continuously prove that out, and there are new challenges all the time that's coming in this space.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about kind of building that trust, definitely. So you bring over 20 years of experience to the game. How do you think the industry has kind of changed during the time that you've been part of it? And how is Volvo ensuring that it adapts and evolves to the changing market and changing consumer needs?
Yeah, I think the biggest change has just been the acceptance of technology that it's not really there. Our industry, trucking industry in general, is quite conservative. I mean, that's an understatement, really. And ensuring that the technology is there for the benefit of our customers and how we help make them more profitable, safer. That has taken, I think that's been an evolution. And even, you extend that into our dealerships, you extend that into asset utilization, uptime as we call it, how make sure that we don't down a truck for no reason. There's a lot of, things that go on in a truck, and there's fault codes on the vehicle that informs the driver of something, and sometimes it's lacking context. So the data collection and everything that we're doing has really helped to make better decisions to utilize assets better. So I think there's an acceptance of that. And we're just gonna keep chipping away at it, right? We're not there for technology's sake. We're always there for the benefit of our customers.
Yeah, absolutely. One step at a time. I think you'll get that. Perfect. Now thinking a little bit kind of further ahead, what do you think the future of trucking or the future of mobility kind of looks like to you? Can you imagine a vision of what that might look sort of 5-10 years down the line?
Well, I think, again, alternative fuels will probably play a bigger role. We see a little bit dip right now when it comes to adoption of electric vehicles, but there's other technologies out there. Hydrogen has maybe a potential, is still quite expensive, but we're looking at, how can alternative fuels play a bigger role in the future. Autonomous trucks, that has a time and a place. I think everyone is kind of proving out the technology, which we do as well, of course. But then where does it make most sense? Where is it safe? Where is it profitable? So I think we're going to see quite a bit of evolution in this space in the next few years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really an exciting time, I think, in the industry. Lots of big changes. So, well, that kind of concludes our chat. Thank you so much. I hope you really enjoy the rest of your conference, and thank you for speaking with me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.